Mr. Millay, and here is your video review for the quiz tomorrow in United States history. You know what the beer hall push was, which was when Hitler tried to rebel. You know what an Aryan was, the perfect specimen of white culture. You know the name of the most famous murder camp, Auschwitz. You know what a ghetto was. You need to know what these following people are famous for. You need to know Mengele, the doctor who killed people. You know Göring, the German official who was one of Hitler's top officers and later led the army. You know about Goebbels, who was the propaganda minister and probably came up with the final solution. Eichmann, who organized the Holocaust. You know what happened at Nuremberg, both the Nuremberg laws and the Nuremberg trials. You know who Himmler was. He was later the Gestapo and later the SS. You know what day the largest ghetto uprising started, and that was on Passover. You need to know how many people were killed by the Holocaust, which was about 6 million. You need to know groups that were rounded up. You need to tell me what the Enabling Act did. You need to know how Mengele died, what kind of work Jews did. You need to know about the different kinds of experiments by Dr. Mengele, at least 2 or 3 different ones. And what was known as the broken glass and how did it get started. You need to know that Stalin was in charge of Russia, Roosevelt and then Truman were in charge of the United States, that Yamamoto was the most important Japanese admiral, that MacArthur was the most important general of the Pacific during World War II, and of course Eisenhower was the leader of all Allied forces. Rommel was the leader of the German forces, and very important, he was supposed to be in charge during D-Day. You know what Operation Overlord was. You need to know what happened on D-Day. You need to know what beaches were taken by Americans, Utah and Omaha, and you need to be able to spell it. You need to know about the Bastogne and the Battle of Bulge and how those things happened. You know about the Battle of Stalingrad, why it's important, about the Battle of Britain, what happened there, and you need to know the importance of the Battle of Midway. Just all the battles, study them. You need to know the famous picture of the flag being raised over Iwo Jima. You know, basically you need to be able to look at this picture and say, yeah, that happened. That's a flag raising over Iwo Jima. You need to be able to do that. You need to know about the importance of Stalingrad and why so many people died there. You know, because of the cold. You need to know about the Bataan Death March. You know, they rounded up and basically brutally marched people all the way across the Bataan Peninsula when the Philippines were taken by the Japanese, and you know, it was brutal. A lot of men died because of it. You need to know about the Battle of Okinawa and how it helped convince us to drop a nuclear bomb. And then you do those things, and you should be doing fine for the quiz in U.S. history tomorrow.